guys, today I am doing a talking get ready with me on how to cover up spots, but naturally and flawlessly, so you look flawless but you look natural at the same time. You don't look like, you know, drag, caked on, which there's nothing wrong with that, but when you've got a spot, it kind of is. So I'm going to give you the do's and don'ts of the spots, and I'm going to talk about skincare as well for you. So I'm going to go into the skincare first because you should do this the night before, especially if you know that you've got a big spot coming like moi. You should do this the night before. You should do this, like, you know, most nights anyway, but amp it up the night before when you know that you've got a skincare issue coming on. I'm also using my light, so sorry if you can see it in my glasses. YouTubers, how do you do that? Like, YouTubers with glasses, how do you not? Do you just keep your head like this? Like, I can't do that because I move my head too much. So sorry if that is annoying, but my glasses will be off for the majority of the video. So, when I think spots, I think cleanse. So I need to cleanse my skin. This Simply Pure with calming stuff in it, which you need for a red angry spot like mine, is amazing. You just put it on a cotton pad, put it all over your face, and I do this when, like, I have makeup on and I don't want to, like, if I'm really tired, and I just take my makeup off with this and then I wash my face after, and you know, you don't have to scrub at your face with, like, soap, because, like, who wants to do that at, like, 12 o'clock at night? No one. So, I really love this for a quick take off your makeup, and then I go in and further cleanse my face afterwards. If I'm feeling really ill, and if I'm, like, really ill, I barely ever sleep with my makeup on. I've slept with it on once, and it was horrible. So when I'm really ill, I normally just do this and put olive oil on top, but, like, it's got my makeup off anyway. Normally I'll do this and then go in with another cleanser, which is normally my 99, but this is really great. So that's just a Simply Pure cleanser from Superdrug. I absolutely love this stuff. Exfoliating mask. If your spot is, like, dry and peeling off and, like, not like mine is now. Mine's, like, oily and plump. Like, she's plump, she's ready. But if it's, like, drying out, use an exfoliator just to get that dead skin off, so you can put makeup on a nice smooth base. So if it is dry and flaky and things like that, then do a mud mask. This is an exfoliating one. And then I like to go in with a second mask, and this is more of an actual helping the spot. That's helping, like, the skin around the spot. This one is helping more of the spot, and this is the purifying mask with witch hazel, and again, this is by Superdrug, and this is amazing. I'll just put a dollop of it on my spot, and I've got some, like, acne around here, so I put some around here, and I leave it on for about an hour or 2 to 3, depending on what I'm doing. If I'm editing a video, like 3 hours. If I'm watching RuPaul's Drag Race, like an hour, and then I'll wash it off. And also depending on how bad the spot is as well. Then I would wash that off and go in with my dermo roller. This is, like, a little, like, it's got, like, pins in it, and you can roll over the area, and your body thinks that it needs, like, your blood cells to come back and, like, help it and, like, repair it and things like that. I think my acne scarring are going down a bit from it, but I need to amp it up because I've only been doing it, like, once a month. I need to do this a bit more, but I really do like this, and I got this from Amazon, and it was only, like, £3, and it comes in a little case, but just make sure you cleanse it, especially if you have a spot, do a deep cleanse on it. Like, seriously, because the spot's just going to come back. And lastly, as you can see, I am an oily biatch. And I'm a red-nosed oily biatch because I'm ill. But I have dry skin normally, so I love being oily right now. Like, I'm looking at my skin like, yeah, that's why I can't be like this all the time. If you are oily, you do not want an oily spot. I only have put a lot of oil on today because I'm doing makeup on top of it, so the powder will, like, soak it up, you know. But if I was going out and just bare-faced, you know, no, like, spot high there, I would use this one. Simply Pure with calming stuff as well in it as well. With calming, what's it? Suzex in it as well. This is a hydrating serum. This is great because it dries like a matte kind of texture, like not oily. It's not oily, so so you won't notice that you're wearing cream, basically, which I really, really love, and I always use this when I'm going out. If I have really dry skin, I'll do a bit of olive oil on it, but if I, you know, have a spot and it's all plump and oily, I'll put some over it, and it kind of like mattifies it, which I really, really, really. You do not want to go for a illuminizing base primer like this one. This again is going to highlight your spot and make it more obvious and make it more there and be like, hello, I'm here. You want that spot to be dried and powdered, especially when you put makeup on top of it, because that is going to really cover it up. If it's all oily and like illuminized and there, it's going to be obvious, so you don't want this. You can put this on the rest of your face. If you've got it on your cheeks, again, I wouldn't recommend, because it's just going to make it pop even more, but it's up to you. I normally, if I do have a spot like today, I'll just avoid that area and then put this on the rest of my face. Okay, so I prime my whole face with the Nivea Men Sensitive Shaving Balm because I love it, so I prime my whole face with that, and this also is kind of matte dryness, so this won't make this oily at all. Camera Ready Green Primer by W7. This is just a green primer, and excuse the footage for this, I did not have my lighting on, so it looked really dark and horrible. That's why I put it on. I have already pre-primed my face with them too, while so it was sunken in while I was doing this intro. So that is the intro, and now I'm just going to get onto the products that I use for spot issues. So let's get started. So I like to just spray my face before I do anything, because this refreshes my face and it's kind of like sets down all the hair on my face for a good flawless base. So I like to do that and let that dry. So for my base foundation, I really like to do a mixture of, and this one, so it's like a light tone colour and a bit of a lighter one, because these palettes are a bit orangey for me, and I like to put that all over my face. If my face is looking okay like today, like the rest of my face is looking, you know, pretty full, that's all I'm gonna say. Like if you take away the spot, my face looks fine. I'm gonna be wearing makeup today, honey. Trust me. If it isn't, I would normally then go over Revolution Photo Ready Effects Airbrush and Colour Stay by Revolution, and I'd mix these two on the back of my hand and put that all over my face. If you do have very bad acne, I would recommend these two products because they are amazing and they haven't broken me out yet. And my one and only Dream Matte Mousse, I would recommend this because again you want it to be matte and not shiny. I wouldn't go for the satin one. Honey. You could use this as a spot treatment and put it over it if you have really dry skin, and then go with the satin one all over the top, but I would just recommend the Dream Matte Mousse than the spot, because it will make it matte and it will give it coverage, so that's perfect. So I'm going to rewind before I do my contouring. I'm going to take some green and I'm going to put that on my spot just while I do my contouring, and this will also cover that up even more, and I'm going to do a bit under my eyes as well. Okay, so that's done. I've left the green on there just to stay for a bit. The two concealers that I'm going to be mixing on the spot today are the the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This one is a little bit too light for spot treatment, so I like to go over it with the Focus Fix by Revolution, because it makes it really good coverage and it makes it the perfect colour for me. As you can see, this one is a tad shade darker and this one's a tad shade lighter, so I'm just going to do that on the areas where I put the green, and I shall be back. Now for powder, it is important. Do not go lighter, because again you're going to be highlighting the spot and you don't want to highlight the spot, you want to cover it. So I like either Rimmel Stay Matte because it's just a good powder, or some good old baby powder, but don't cook with it, just dust it over, you won't notice it. Or if you want to go full coverage, I really like Lavelle Creme Powder, like translucent, it's like a cream powder. This is good again for dry skin. Today I'm just going to be using some baby powder, which is in my MUA thingy. I think I'm one, but they're the three powders that I would go for out of my collection anyway. Okay guys, so with highlighting, you do not want to highlight the spot area because this is obviously going to make it more there and more dramatic and more obvious that you've got a spot there. If it is somewhere like the forehead, you can literally just go like this and you know, still have a highlighted forehead but not a highlighted spot. And with the nose you can just go like that, you know, miss that area. If it's on the cheek, it is a bit harder. I would even say don't highlight your cheek areas that day if it's really bad, or just do a really light dusting of it if you have to have some highlighter. Then you have to have highlighter, but it's going to make this spot worse. So just, you know, recommend not highlighting, to be honest with you. So I'm going to use the Revolution because, you know, it's in the middle of my forehead, so I can just, you know, go around it, and yeah. Okay guys, so that is how I do the do's and don'ts of when I have a spot. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it and it helped you a tiny bit. I know it's not full coverage, but you can never cover a spot like this fully anyway. Like, I find it so hard to, and then you just end up looking cakey and things like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and all that jazz, and all my links will be linked down below, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.
Let's show them how to get off the chain, off the glass, off the flip, off the rib, let's rack.